Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're gonna be testing out this brand new Eve star power, which looks completely broken. So here it is. Upon hitting an enemy brawler, the largest egg of our egg shooter will spawn a hatchling. Now on the dev build, this was pretty insane, so we're gonna see how good it is, of course, inside some showdown and maybe a little bit of Brawl as well. Of course, before we jump into it, make sure you're using code TOM if you're getting anything up in the shop. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's get right into it. Okay, so jumping into the first one here, jumping into some showdown on Island Invasion. So exactly how this star power is going to work. Every time you shoot, when you hit that last shot in your kind of attack, let's see if we can get it here. But yeah, it looks like we are going to get it. See, it's going to spawn a little hatchling, and it's then going to go and target an enemy. If it hits them, it's going to deal around 1,000 damage. So yeah, it's really, really strong in my opinion, especially, you know, if you're against tanks, they're just going to run at you, give you essentially loads of pets for free, because they're just going to allow you to hit all of your shots essentially, and it's going to be really, really good for you. On this map in particular, I really like playing Eve because you can kind of scan the bush very, very well. Looks like, okay, Shelly here, going to jump again. Looks like Shelly is going to be going down here, as you can see, to our pets. Okay, actually he's going to deal, I think that was 600 damage it dealt there. But yeah, it does, like, the gadget scales up with, or no, not the gadget, but the star power scales up with power cubes, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult to see exactly how much it does. But yeah, on the original dev build, you can see that it had 3,000 HP, so that would have been completely broken. And I'm glad that Supercell like nerfed it a little bit, because it's still going to be very, very strong. But yeah, if it had 3,000 HP, you can just imagine that's like spawning a, I don't even know, like literally spawning a Piper next to you that you have to deal with, that's going to deal a ton of damage. If it hits you, it would have just been way too broken. This is still going to be really, really good, because it is going to require at least, of course, one ammo from every single brawler to deal with, and especially in like the 3v3 modes, that's going to really help you win your lane, because it's just an extra ammo, or like a less an ammo less that the enemy has to shoot you with. So it's definitely really going to help out in particular, because it is pretty easy to hit Eve's shots as well. It's going to make Eve again probably the best brawler in the game, if she was not already it. Looks like I don't really know what Gale's doing here. These Eve little hatchlings have no idea what to do. Looks like Gale put another gadget down, otherwise he would not be here. We're gonna stay here though. As you can see, looks like our our hatchling is gonna spawn in the zone. Somebody's sitting in the bush here, but this is going to scan it nicely for us. Looks like it's a Tara sitting over here, and that's going to wrap things up here in the first one. Okay, so in particular, this star power is, of course, going to be doing it good against those slower reload brawlers, like the Pipers, because even if it does only take one shot to still take out, Piper shots are very slow reloading. So one Piper shot takes, you know, quite a good amount of time to kind of get back. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a good counter to like Pipe and stuff like that. Looks like, okay, Primo here, not really sure what's happening, but that's going to be, as you see here, let's actually see if we can see how much damage it does. I guess it's going to be slightly off actually, because of the fact we already have power cubes. It scales up. It's weird how the star power scales up with power cubes, but the gadget doesn't. I definitely find that pretty weird. I'd like that to kind of be the same, but yeah, it's, I mean, what can we do? Anyway, it looks like Shelly over here, Bo over here, and yeah, I don't know, I just feel like this is gonna make Eve even better. No pun. Anyway, looks like, okay, as you see, it's gonna spawn every single time you hit that final shot, which is, of course, that bigger kind of Eve shot here. Gonna have to jump out. Looks like M's trying to get us down right here. Tara pool is gonna come in. We're gonna jump out. There is somebody over here. It is gonna be a Tara, and this gadget, by the way, is just so good. Again, you have situations like that. It's just like that Brock gadget, but even better, because of course does spawn a little pet, and we're hopefully gonna be able to beat the teamers here, because they are very annoying. But as you see, it does scale up with the cubes here. Gonna be like 4K when we have this many cubes right here. Look at all the teamers. They are running now. They're not literally standing there teaming like they were before. We have a Bo up there. We have a Max down here. And as you can see, we're absolutely dominating with this new star power. Looks like the teamers have started kind of killing each other here, which is absolutely ideal. Looks like Max going to be dodging some shots right here. Should be able to hit. There we go. That's going to be a nice takedown. Bo mines, they're going to be a little bit careful of, but we should honestly be good here. Don't see any way that Bo actually can win this. Looks like Bo. Okay, Bo. He's going to try and bait me into those mines. Okay, one more. Okay, two more. One more here, and that's going to be it for the mines. Now there's literally no chances Bo wins. Come on, Bo. Give me the win. You're going to chuck this down, and yeah, that's going to be a GG here. Not really too much Bo can do. Can't even take down the star power. That's going to be a win in this one. Okay, now, is there going to be any counters to Eve and in particular this new star power. So there's a few that come to mind. I think Penny could be one, but Penny's just bad, so I mean nobody plays Penny. The other one is of course the likes of Jessie, because Jessie can deal with those spawnables and has always been pretty good at dealing with those you know, like multiple groups of enemies. And Eve definitely is like one of those spawnables, like spawners. I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah, I don't know. Eve's definitely gonna be a lot more broken with this. Do you guys remember when Mr. P had a new star power, or even, I don't even know there was a new star power, or was introduced with that star power where you could literally pop your gadget and then get a shot, which basically spawned in a 3000 HP porter, and then Mr. P like became really broken all of a sudden because of that. So I find like that's definitely really similar, except this time is like every time you hit someone and it has, or this is like, obviously this is a star power, but it has yeah, I'd say it's pretty similar to like that Mr. P gadget where you could just spawn in a random porter, except this time you're going to be spawning in like something every single time that you hit someone, which I feel like is going to be really broken. And definitely something that's going to be so OP, especially when you start cycling these supers and start like against tanks again. Like tanks just feed you your super, and they feed you these hatchlings so easily, because of course you do get one every time you shoot them, and tanks obviously you have to hit a little bit easier because they do have to get closer to you. That's gonna be another kill there. Again, Mortis getting kind of nerfed with this new star power, and Eve in particular, like you have the jump to get away from Mortis, but also Mortis literally cannot kill the hatchlings without essentially being I guess hit by them, because you know, for Mortis to kill them, Mortis has to go to them and attack them, which he's gonna get hit by them. So again, another kind of brawler I feel like that just is gonna completely counter Mortis. And yeah, Mortis not looking too good recently. Anyway, that's gonna be another dub in this one. Okay, so jumping into the final one here on some Brawl. So of course, if you see this the star power in your shop, I would definitely be picking it up, because it is by far the best Eve star power. But also it's gonna be great against pretty much every single matchup, and really gonna help you win games. You're probably gonna see it a ton in competitive, a ton of Eve. Well, probably not actually, because it is probably going to be banned every single game. But that's usually a sign that something is pretty broken when it's banned every single time in competitive. Of course, against these tanks, you're really just going to, you know, cycle these supers and cycle these star power kind of hatchlings, because they're just going to feed you free supers, which is pretty good with the Eve. It looks like, okay, we should be good here. Dyna stun coming in, actually hit us there. We're about to jump away from that shot, luckily though. Looks like Mortis looking to go in here. Looks like we actually went down. Dynamite was shooting us for some reason, not really too sure why, but it looks like our super hitting the BB there. So this star power is actually going to deal 600 damage, which consists of 2 ticks of 300 damage. So nothing insane, but honestly, the fact you get it every single shot, I still feel like that's pretty broken, because they have to deal with it. 600 damage, definitely still pretty decent as well. But yeah, I don't know, just a really overall broken star power in my opinion. Too easy to kind of activate, and just too good. That's gonna wrap it up here. Okay guys, well that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.